Hello. Hey, what's up, people? How's it going? It's me back again. I thought I'll make a video, connect with the guys, put it on YouTube. All is good with me, guys. Same old. We are in third week of May 2026. It's late Sunday night at my end right now. So, in my last YouTube video, uh, in my last couple of YouTube videos, I talked about worldly affairs. Other than that, I talked about all the holy books from different religions, Bhagavad Gita from Hinduism, Bible from Christianity, Quran from Islam, and Guru Granth Sahib from Sikhism. These were some of the subjects I talked about the holy books in my last video. Last couple of videos, I read encyclopedia, introductory paragraph. Other than that, I also read what AI overview had to say. So that's what we did in last couple of YouTube videos. So in this video, I thought I'll connect with you guys, maybe read about some of the headlines from worldly affairs, and we'll read about a subject from my tablet. Let's see how it's gonna be like. I thought I'll play some background music for some fun. So, oh, let's not waste too much time. I'll say. Oh, I'll put the camera. I'll adjust. I'll adjust the phone, guys. Just a sec. I guess we get. Okay. Let's read some of the headlines from Worldly Affairs. This is what one of the headlines says. It says Trump faces thorny questions on Taiwan trade. Trump faces thorny questions on Taiwan trade. President on Taiwan not looking to travel 9,500 miles to fight a war. President on Taiwan not looking to travel 9,500 miles to fight a war. The update is from Washington. We have some of the highlighted sentences. It says, I'll say this, I'm not looking to have somebody go independent, Trump said, referring to Taiwan. And you know, we are supposed to travel 9,500 miles to fight a war. I'm not looking for that. I want them to cool down. I want China to cool down. Let's read another headline. It says Putin to visit China days after Trump visit. Days after Trump's trip. Putin to visit China days after Trump's trip. US lets Russia oil sales waiver expire. US lets Russia oil sale waiver expire. Wall Street insiders stunned by over 3,700 Trump trades. Israeli hit kills Hamas military wing leader. IS leader dead in joint mission by US Nigeria. USS Ford returns home. Aircraft carrier USS Gerald R. Ford arrives at Naval Station Norfolk in Virginia. It returned from a 11-month deployment, longest since Vietnam War, supporting the US war with Iran and the capture of Nicolas Maduro when he was Venezuela's president. Drones will define future wars. US Army. SpaceX may file for IPO as soon as next week. Snap, YouTube, TikTok, Settle, School Suite. Now we have some information. It says growing funds for education. Top 5 wealthiest universities. Number 1 Harvard University. Endowments in billions, $57 billion. Yale University, endowments $44 billion. Stanford University, endowments $41 billion. Princeton University, $36 billion. Massachusetts Institute of Technology, $27 billion. Harvard's $57 billion kitty is 3.5 times larger than India's central education budget. An endowment is a donation to an institution that is invested permanently to generate income. Yeah, these were some of the updates from World Affairs, guys. From World Affairs section. So, I thought I'll give it a read. Now let's see, what do I have in my tablet. Uh, this is what AI overview has to say about history of India. It says Indian history spans over 5,000 years, evolving from the ancient urban centers of the Indus Valley to the diverse modern global superpower it is today. It is broadly divided into three main eras: ancient, medieval, and modern, shaped by major empires, cultural shifts, and the struggle for independence. Ancient India, prehistoric to 1206 CE, Indus Valley Civilization, 2600 to 1900 BCE, one of the world's earliest urban civilizations. Cities like Harappa and Mohenjo-daro featured advanced urban planning, grid pattern streets, and intricate drainage systems. Vedic period, 1500 to 500 BCE, Indo-Aryan migrations shaped the region's culture, introducing the foundational religious text known as the Vedas. This era laid the groundwork for early societal structures and later Hindu philosophies. Mauryan and Gupta empires, 321 BC to 550 BC. The Mauryan Empire, notably under Ashoka the Great, unified much of the subcontinent. Later, the Gupta Empire marked a golden age of science, mathematics, art, and astronomy. The rise of Buddhism and Jainism. Born in India, these traditions profoundly shaped the moral, philosophical, and architectural fabric of Asia. Medieval India, 1206 to 1858 CE. Delhi Sultanate, 1206 until 1526 CE. A series of Muslim dynasties expanded across northern India, introducing new administrative systems and blending Indo-Islamic cultural traditions. Mughal Empire 1526 until 1857 CE. At its peak, the Mughals united almost the entire subcontinent, known for establishing a centralized administration and their architectural brilliance. Their legacy includes iconic monuments like the Taj Mahal. Maratha Empire 1674 until 1818 CE. Rising in the west and Deccan, the Marathas successfully challenged Mughal dominance and became the dominant imperial power in India before the advent of British colonial rule. Modern India 1858 CE to present. The British Raj 1858 until 1947 CE. Following the 1857 Indian Rebellion, the British Crown took direct control of the subcontinent from the East India Company. Predatory land taxes and intrusive social policies fueled widespread nationalist movements. The independence movement, under the leadership of figures like Mahatma Gandhi, a massive non-violent resistance movement, pressured the British to leave, ultimately inspiring other anti oppression struggles globally. Partition and independence. 1947 CE. India gained independence on August 15, 1947, but was simultaneously partitioned into newly created states of India and Pakistan, resulting in massive migrations and geopolitical realignments. The Republic of India. Today, India is the world's most populous nation and largest democracy. It has emerged as a global hub for technology, space exploration, and cultural influence. Okay, guys, this is what AI overview had to say about history of India. I thought I'll give it a read in this video. I'll keep it going. Let's see what encyclopedia's introductory paragraph had to say. There are a lot of paragraphs. I'll try giving them a read real quick. So stay connected, guys. This is what it says. Anatomically, modern humans first arrived on the Indian subcontinent between 73,000 and 55,000 years ago. The earliest known human remains in South Asia date to 30,000 years ago. Sedentariness began in South Asia around 700 BCE. By 4500 BCE, settled life had spread and gradually evolved into the Indus Valley Civilization, one of three early cradles of civilization in the Old World, which flourished between 2500 BCE and 1900 BCE in present day Pakistan and northwestern India. Early in the second millennium BCE, persistent drought caused the population of Indus Valley to scatter from large urban centers to villages around 1800 to 1500 BCE. The Indo-Aryan tribes moved into the northwestern region of India, modern day Punjab, from Central Asia in several waves of migration. The Vedic period of Vedic people in northern India 1500 to 500 BCE was marked by the composition of their extensive collection of hymns, Vedas. The social structure was loosely stratified via the Varna system, incorporated into the highly evolved present day Jati system. The pastoral and nomadic Indo-Aryans spread from the Punjab into the Indo-Gangetic plain. Around 600 BCE, a second urbanization occurred, resulting in a new interregional culture. Then smaller realms were consolidated into greater states. This period saw the rise of new ascetic movements and religious concepts, including the rise of Jainism and Buddhism. The latter was synthesized with the pre existing religious cultures of the subcontinent, giving rise to Hinduism. Chandragupta Maurya overthrew the Nanda Empire and established the first great empire in ancient India, the Maurya Empire. India's Maurya king Ashoka is widely recognized for the violent Kalinga War and his historical acceptance of Buddhism and his attempts to spread non-violence and peace across his empire. This period marks the rapid dissemination of Brahmanic religions. The Maurya Empire would collapse in 185 BCE on the assassination of then emperor by his general. The Shunga Empire in the north and northeast of subcontinent would fracture into various smaller polities, whereas in northwest the Greco-Bactrians would face the Indo-Greek kingdoms, which were replaced by successive invasions from Indo-Scythians, Indo-Parthians, and Kushan Empire. The Gupta Empire from Great Magad in 4th to 6th century CE would reunify these regions as mentioned into the Iron Pillar of Delhi. This period, witnessing a Hindu religious and intellectual resurgence, is known as the Classical or Golden Age of India. Aspects of Indian civilization, administration, culture, and religion spread to much of Asia, which led to the establishment of Indianized kingdoms in region forming Greater India. Gupta Empire would gradually wane due to multiple invasions from Huna people and loss of core territories. Huna invasions would be checked by regional rulers supported by later Guptas, then again by Harsha. The large scale invasion of Huna people and their assimilation led to syncretic Pratihara dynasty. The most significant event between the 7th and 11th century was the struggle centered on Kanauj, resulting in Pratihara victory. Southern India saw the rise of multiple imperial powers from the middle of the 5th century. The Chola dynasty conquered southern India in the 11th century. In the early medieval period, Indian mathematics, including Hindu numerals, influenced the development of mathematics and astronomy in the Arab world, including the creation of the Hindu Arabic numeral system. Islamic conquest made limited inroads into modern Afghanistan and Sindh as early as the 8th century, followed by the invasions of Mahmud Ghazni. The Delhi Sultanate, established in 1206 by Central Asian Turks, ruled much of northern India in the 14th century. It was governed by various Turkic and Afghan dynasties, including the Indo-Turkic Tughlaqs. The empire declined in the late 14th century following the invasions of Timur and saw the advent of the Malwa, Gujarat, and Bahmani sultanates, the last of which split in 1518 into the five Deccan sultanates. The wealthy Bengal Sultanate also emerged as a major power, lasting over 3 centuries. During this period, multiple strong Hindu kingdoms, notably Vijayanagar Empire and Rajput states under the kingdom of Mewar, emerged and played significant roles in shaping the cultural and political landscape of India. The early modern period began in the 16th century when the Mughal Empire conquered most of the Indian subcontinent, signaling the proto-industrialization, becoming the biggest global economy and manufacturing power. The Mughals suffered a gradual decline in the early 18th century, largely due to the rising power of the Marathas, who took control of the extensive regions of the Indian subcontinent and numerous Afghan invasions. The East India Company, acting as a sovereign force on behalf of the British government, gradually acquired control of the huge areas of India between the middle of the 18th and middle of the 19th centuries. Policies of company rule in India led to the Indian Rebellion of 1857. India was afterwards ruled directly by the British Crown in the British Raj. After World War I, a nationwide struggle for independence was launched by Indian National Congress led by Mahatma Gandhi. Later, the All India Muslim League would advocate for for a separate Muslim majority nation state. The British Indian Empire was partitioned. The British Indian Empire was partitioned in August 1947 into the Dominion of India and Dominion of Pakistan, each gaining its independence. Hey guys, these are some of the details from encyclopedia, introductory paragraph about history of India. So we have recorded 20 minutes of video so far, not so bad. What I'll say is you guys can always refer to the subtitles, transcripts for more information, better clarity of the subject. What we have done in this video so far is, like, I read some of the headlines about worldly affairs. Other than that, I read about history of India from AI overview, and also history of India from encyclopedia, what introductory paragraph had to say. So I just gave brief reading from a tablet. That's what the plan for this video was. Not so bad. What I'll do is I'll put this video on YouTube, share it with you guys. So I'll call it off anytime now, guys. We'll connect soon. I'll say adios for right now. Bye bye. Have a good one. Love you all and take care.